and welcome to another September session. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I want to talk to you about a little something that we are all very much familiar with. It's imposter syndrome. It's that little voice, that little seed of doubt in the back of your head that tells you, you know what, you're not good enough. And eventually one day, somebody is going to come along and tell you, and they know that you do not know what you're talking about. I get it all the time. Believe me, here doing this, you are shrouded with imposter syndrome. So I want to tell you a little bit about how imposter syndrome has affected me in some areas of my life and how you just need to just ignore it and just keep going. And it's all about the confidence. I think it was Gokwan that said that. When I was running for the marathon, here we go, I was talking about running again, but it is relevant because it is a big mammoth task that I felt like I was taking on. And there is no way of getting away from that internal voice when you're going for a run. It doesn't matter how fast you run or how far you run. That voice and that seed of doubt will be sitting there the whole way alongside you, telling you all sorts of things like, what are you doing? You're not good enough. I don't know why you're doing this. There's no point. You're never going to be as good as anybody else. And then listing all these people that are better than you, people that have it more figured out than you, that people that are more prepared for everything than you. And this comes across in a lot of areas of your life, especially with work. A lot of people will take on a project with work and just continuously doubt themselves and their abilities. Or have you ever used the term, oh no, I'm not ready for that? Or I need to wait before I can do that. Or I need to do this before I can actually say that I can do that. Well, let me tell you kids, you got to fake it until you make it. And as long as you keep doing it and keep doing it at the best that you know how, then that is you overcoming imposter syndrome. So those voices in my head when I was running the marathon and running and training for the marathon telling me that I wasn't good enough and I wasn't prepared enough and I should have done this and I should have done that. All of those voices, they never go away. And I think you'll be surprised the next time you have a conversation with someone about imposter syndrome and the imposter phenomenon or imposterism. Those are just different names it comes under. Let me reassure you that if you do have imposter syndrome this week, the best thing you can do, first of all, is talk to somebody about it, because I guarantee you they felt exactly the same. They probably just have a different way of explaining how it is they felt at that moment. You're doing great. Listen to the compliments around you. Store those in your brain. All the people who have told you that you're good at this and you're great at that and you have a great ability to do this and they admire you, for instance, because of what you do. Listen to those people and ignore that voice in your head that's telling you you're not good enough. Then you will become one of these people that knows, and remember here at the No Good Advice podcast on the September sessions, it's all about awareness. I know that there is nothing more inviting to imposter syndrome than going for a run with no headphones, because you have no noise. You have literally no noise to block it out. It is there, ready and waiting to tell you all of the things that you're not good at. And when you think about all the things that you tell yourself you're not good at, or all the critiques you give yourself, if you were to write those down and read them to somebody else, you would never say those things. You would never say those things to anybody else. You would never read them out loud. You would never say them to yourself. Next time you have a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of imposter syndrome, something telling you you're not good enough, say it to yourself in the mirror, because you'll realize quickly how stupid it sounds and how untrue it is. So that's imposter syndrome. If you've ever experienced imposter syndrome, I would be delighted for you to get in touch and let me know how you've experienced it and in what area of your life it has come across. And if you have managed to overcome it and you have a tip on how to overcome it, then let me know. But really, just be aware of it, identify it, talk to somebody about it, especially if it's somebody who is related to the task that you're actually feeling like you've got imposterism over. I'm sure that they are probably going to reassure you that you are just as good enough for the job. I think we've all been given the opportunity to do something in our lives and thought, no, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So go for it. Believe in yourself.